matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. 60 outlaw. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Check 9, check 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Buda Baker with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get that quarterback at all costs. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got yep. Hatchet. He's crashing. He's checking. Hey. Jam. Shit. Let's go.
Now Cook running right. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 8, read. I got you, boy.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Now a carry for Dillon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
60 or. Check. 59. Watch go. Hey, exit.
36-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Mike. 2nd and 5. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Smith.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And some space here. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. Set. Hey, no. 58, right there. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Back to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 7, Steelers 0. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do no.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Protein spill. Back. Five.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yes. Watch the screen. Mike, ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant. X3, 218, chopper.
Watch that. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
Get it.
On first down, Dillon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You're not going anywhere, man.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm not ready. Kill.
Deep river.
They'll run now with Dillon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey.
Eat.
Check Mike. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
We got 6 on deck.
Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Steelers nothing. Brett Maher set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Steelers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Let's get this.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Vikings take over.
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pull it high. Hey, Alpha. Switch. Check 52. Door out. Check your hot read. Joker. Look at me. Door. Now.
2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check 31, check 31. 36. Slam. Hey, seam 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Foxtrot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Forced out to his left.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the blood.
Running to start the drive with Samuels. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go!
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
8, read. I'm coming for the son. I'm coming for the son. Hey, Charlie. Go. 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 4. Check 4. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, Echo. Big Griffin. Big Griffin.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, lock it. Shoot.
2nd and 6. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They're going to look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought,
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Slam, slam, slam.
2nd and 14. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hayward. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 26, check 26. Check 37, check 37.
Back to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 2nd quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, high 7. Crash. Mike 5.
They run. Cook. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, Vladimir, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now back to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, zoom. Get it.
Looking to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check. Rock it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three. Kill. Leo. Kill, turn up. Shift. Pick the edge. Go. Check. Deep river.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Running it here with Peyton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You're out. Hey, alert 3. Check. Hey, rock it. Hit it.
They run again with Peyton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line, and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
60 outlaw. 55.
Don't get nervous.
Check. Ready.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Switch.
They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 21. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Ready up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Here we go. Look, squeeze. Check 24. Check. Go. Check hot route. Hot. Deep rip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, get in the weight room. Mike 55. Hey, here I come. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 21. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got it.
On the carry, it's Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
Hey, lock it.
Goose.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check 99. Check 99. You go tight. You got tight.
On the run, it's Peyton. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A 44-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw, fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Shift. Wide. Get wide. Check 9.
X3. 218. Chop it. 5.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
91.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Greystone travel.
Hey, check 24.
Gone.
25, check 25.
Ready.
On first down, Dillon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go. He's crashing.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
6-6, bullet high. Get it.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready. 60 yards. Hard.
Shit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Ready.
5, Mike 55.
Hey, seam 6. Yes.
Mike 55. Hey, tight. Watch the safety creep. Alert flat.
Rock it. Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Vikings 52, Steelers 21. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Bang, 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 bang.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's get it.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run now with Peyton. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Mike is 59. Mike,
Hey, lock it.
blue down.
Hit it.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, Sam on.
Lucky. Switch.
5.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. They have gone final now in Cincinnati. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.